Special life today, guys. If you miss it, if you are sleeping, whatever you're doing, I'm sorry to tell you. All right, so Dylan is here, and we are about to make it happen. Updates on Joe Exotic. I love you all, so let's make it happen. I'm still learning. What's up, Dylan? What's up?
What's going on? I just woke up from a nap.
Nice. I wish I
How
could
are
do
you?
that. You're still in Florida, right?
Yeah. But it's like 4 p.m. here. What time is it there?
It's 11 p.m. and I'm
Oh
kind of
wow.
yeah, I'm kind of used to it because um the time zone difference. When I came back from New York, I kind of like stayed in it because yeah, business and friends, everybody is all over the place.
Yeah.
So you kind of like just go to bed like 2 a.m. every time and then wake up late. It's kind of what it is. But you look good, man.
Thank you. You
Yeah.
too.
How did you like my song? I'm like practicing the
I know.
ukulele.
I was listening to it. You called me Tiger King. I was like, oh, he's almost right.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god, I'm already like, oh.
It's
So
late
what?
there. So
Yeah. Well, listen, you are. I think a king, and everything you do, and that's why I want to give a little bit more attention to the great cause. And
thank you.
Free Joe Exotic, I see in the comments. Absolutely, guys. We're working on that, and we have some people from Europe tuning in. We have some people from the US, obviously. And yeah, tell us a little bit because we all read and I shared the article from TMZ. Um, what's really going on?
You could get one from like last week or like 2 or 3 months ago. It just depends. Um, so it's kind of just like up in the air what he's gonna get and be able to see. So recently, I've just been sending them through his lawyers, so that way they can just send it through quicker, and so he'll get my letters with all the stuff that they sent him. You know what I mean? But yeah, so he's like locked up in
Mhm.
solitary confinement, and we're not sure, exactly how much longer he's going to be there. So he doesn't really get phone access, and I'm sure it's like kind of driving him nuts, just because Joe's the type of person who needs like personal interaction, and if he can't get it face to face, then he's going to need it over the phone. And I think it's making him mad that he can't even have the phone access whenever he needs it. You know what I mean? So the only time I get to
Mhm.
talk to him now, even on the phone, is just through his lawyer. So if he has like a call with them, then they can just patch me in, and then I can take the call with them.
And like you shared a little bit about like how Joe has been treated. It's really
So
bad.
I don't. I mean, he's locked up in solitary confinement, which is like more of a punishment location in the jail.
Hmm.
I think they're mainly doing that because of the coronavirus. Over 50% of the population in that jail has coronavirus. So I think he has CVID, which is an autoimmune disease. So like his blood cells aren't replenishing as fast as they're deteriorating.
Yeah.
So I don't know how long he's going to be there, and so he thinks it's him being punished, by being put in there, and so I mean it's very unfair what's happening. Once all the coronavirus stuff is finished with for temporary, permanent, whatever,
Hmm.
I think that's when they're going to start letting people actually go and do their visitations. I think he'll be moved to general population,
Yeah.
but we have no idea when that's going to be.
Wow. So what can we do right now? I saw a few posts on Joe's page. I saw a post on your page where we can obviously sign a petition.
Yeah.
What more can we do?
So if you go to helpjoeexotic.com, then that's where the or helpfreejoe.com. I'm not sure which it is. That's where the petition is, and that's just to help boost popularity and keep him relevant in the public eye. So
Of course.
hopefully Trump sees it and can get him pardoned. That's obviously the ultimate goal. You never know what's going to happen. There's a lot going on in the world right now. So, maybe
Yeah.
this specific situation isn't the most important to President Trump, but, fingers crossed, and we'll just kind of see what happens. But I mean, you could also, what helps Joe the most is reading the letters. He loves hearing from his fans. You know, he may not be able to respond immediately, but he will respond eventually.
Yeah.
But he keeps and he reads all the letters he gets, and then when he's like replied to them, then he'll send out the letters he has to us for us to save for him.
And he does receive the letters, because that was a little
Yeah, but
concern there was.
yeah, so he'll get the letters, but it's
Hmm.
usually, it just depends on like which ones, because it's not organized. You know, they
Yeah.
send them in, and then they just pick out a few that they give him every now and then. You know what I mean? So they're not like flooding him with like all of these letters. Also, it probably helps them a little bit because they're getting so many.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, he loves to hear what people have to say, and he appreciates everybody so much. So it's good for him to see, you know, what people have to think and say.
Yeah. I hear you. And one more thing that I kind of want to address is that everybody's that listening right now, um, I know there's a lot of controversy. I see some of your comments, but you have to understand that real recognize real. And I've said this before.
Yeah,
Joe Joe is a really in his heart, in his core. And if you see, if even if you just see through it, through all the BS, you should know not everything has been said. So
yeah,
you can judge all you want. He did this to animals. Why are we why are we talking not about who he really is, what he has done for people,
yeah.
how he has helped people? I speak
Yeah,
with Dillon personally, okay, and
so
you are
so everyone,
spreading a story. Hmm.
yeah, everyone has a right to their opinion, and they are more than welcome to believe what they want and think what they want to think. But at the end of the day, nobody truly knows Joe. You know, what the cameras show is Joe Exotic, okay, his persona, which he wants people to see, which is the crazy gay redneck, you know. But behind the screen, he's just a big old baby. He would literally give the shirt off his back for somebody who would need it. Um,
Yeah,
and that's what's kind of being unrecognized, is that he has done so many good things. He's helped so many people, and he's never asked for anything in return, not once. He just kind of, you know, he helps people out of the goodness of his heart, and you know, that's not what's going to captivate people into seeing the show, or like to bring people to know who Joe is. You know, what's going to capture a good story is what's out there, what's different than everything else. And that's mainly, if it's going to be Joe being an asshole, then that's what they're going to do. They're going to put Joe being an asshole on the screen. That's what
exactly.
people are going to see. You know what I mean? So
Yeah,
there's always three sides to a story, not two. You know, so you know, nobody knows what's really happening unless they're actually involved in the situation.
absolutely. And you, even as a viewer, right? Because you are everybody's that's watching right now. You should see it. You should see through show. You should see through the BS. And a lot of people do, because look at the support, right? There is a lot of leverage for Joe because real recognize real. And we are going to
Yeah,
spread that message. Dylan and I, we're going to meet up, whether it's in Florida, whether it's in Amsterdam, we're going to do in Europe, we're going to do in the US. We're going to make that message louder. Yes. And
100%.
so we need you on board. All right. And we need you to spread that message with us, um, because we need Joe. We need Joe in 2020. And
Yeah.
it's our light that's now being hidden in a situation that's not good for him, not for his health, not for the relationship, nothing. It's
Yeah,
gonna
and
take a lot of work.
for for this situation, it's not even all about Joe. It's really to change the criminal justice system. There's so many things that are so corrupt in the U.S. It's pretty ridiculous. You know, I'm not exactly sure how it is all over the world, but I know U.S. has like the highest inmate count in the world. You know, so
Hmm.
it's
Yeah,
just it's ridiculous. And you know, it was, everything was taken way out of proportion, and you know, a lot of the evidence that there is was thrown out so they could help certain people's agendas. You know what I mean? Other
Absolutely.
people were given like a slap on the wrist while Joe was shackled. Um, and you know, the main goal is just to change everything. You know, let the public know
Hmm.
exactly what's happening with the system, and do something to fix it, because it's Joe's not the only one who's been wronged. You know, there's so many people. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely. Yeah. And one more thing, is there like an investigation started? Like, because that's a question we get a lot. Like, because everybody's walking freely, right?
Mm-hmm.
That snitched on him and like
Yeah.
turned his back on Joe. Where are they now? Are they being investigated at all?
So there's a few investigations that I do know about.
Hmm.
You know, Carol, obviously, her that case reopened about Don. So they're looking into that, and um, other things
Okay.
I'm not gonna
No.
necessarily speak about. But not everybody is gonna be free by the time Joe gets out of jail. There's a lot of guilty parties, and I feel like everyone is going to get their karma. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, so we'll see what happens, but not everybody is going to be walking scot free anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's good to know because the criminals are still walking freely,
Yeah,
while Joe is doing time, right? So um,
yeah, and I think that's what gets him the most is, you know,
yeah,
everyone is like benefiting off of his story,
exactly.
and then they're taking advantage of it. And he feels very left out, that he can't even be a part of it. He doesn't even know about everything that's going on in the world right
Hmm.
now. You know, so it's unfair. He's not caught up to date with every situation, and so then he gets a
Yeah.
little behind. You know, if someone sends him something, he's like, "What is this?" You know, like I didn't
Hmm.
even know about this. But there's no way for him to to learn about it because he has no contact with the outside world other than through his lawyers and then these letters. So
Got you.
it's a
Yeah.
lot for him to handle, and hopefully it'll all be different pretty soon.
So, guys, everybody, check out the page, sign the petition, spread the message, and we have
Yeah,
two
and
hashtags, right?
check out his merch too. Yeah.
The merch.
So his merch people are Media Exotic. Everyone go follow them on Instagram. Also, you know, you could buy his merch at buyjoeexotic.com, and you know, all the proceeds go to Joe's legal fees. So you know, much love for
Awesome.
everybody, and Joe would say the exact same thing.
I see in the comments, free Joe Exotic. That's it. That's it. Because that hashtag allows us to like create a momentum. And
Yeah.
guys, we need Joe's light. 2020 is a mess. All right, so we need to stand together. We need to fight for justice. And
Yeah.
Dylan and I are gonna do whatever we can to make that happen. And whether that's here, the U.S., it's everywhere. All
Just
right,
keeping trying to keep the attention on what's
exactly.
important.
Thank you so much, Dylan, for coming on, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Thanks, Jesse, for having me back. We'll have
Absolutely.
to do it again.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we keep doing updates for you guys. So we'll like when anything is new, we'll pop on real quick. I'll announce it, and you guys can tune in to hear the latest. All right. Um, I'll speak to you soon, man. Appreciate you.
All right. Thank you, Jesse.
All right, man. Thank you.
Bye.
All right, guys. That was Dylan. Absolutely love you too, Miria. So yeah, we'll try to do like updates and stuff. Um, I just want to say thank you for everybody. I know it's late for some people not. For me, it's late. Um, and thank you for hopping on. Thank you for the support and like real recognize real. Okay, and if you don't see it and if you don't see true show, like I don't know what to tell you. Right? I can make all these beautiful stories, but you need to see it at the end of the day. All right.